I just did a 300% T15. You got 4 T2s. Nice. Good shit, brother.
Of course.
Hey.
Brother man. Do you want to trade a T15 map? Did you run out of T15s? Are you poor tofu? Does poor widow tofu have to go back to T14 because he ran out of T15s? You need some help? There's a T. Okay. Yeah, sure. Sure. Any tips on how to get tablets? Got 3 towers left without any. I think it's just chance, but I'm not using all my... Well, I'm not really using all of my tablets like I get them, but if you need tablets, come here. I'll give you some tablets. I'm not using all my tablets. If you need tablets. Honestly, they just drop. I haven't really given it that much thought. What's your IG? It's the same as my Twitch handle. Tofu, you want 15s? I'll give you a couple 15s. You can give me the 15 that you're scared of. I ain't doing that. I'll swap you. I'll do it. I'll take it. I'll eat fucking chaos damage and die in your stead. You said you needed 3, right? Gavibo just traded me? Okay. All good. All good. Rust Bowl. Enfeeble Monster Dam 225. Any rarity? Do I have any rarity ones? No. What do you think about the current endgame right now? To be completely honest with you, it's less diverse than I thought it would be, but I do find mapping to be fun. But all the many variety of endgame, it's all integrated into mapping anyways, so in the grand scheme, it's all technically one content. There's actually not that much variety. There's mapping, and then there's pinnacle bosses. And then, like, nobody does ultimatum, and then Sanctum's kind of fun. And then that's that. But that's kind of fun. It's just not as much variety as like someone who's new to Path of Exile would think based from the presentation that they showed. I'm sure for like you PoE veterans, you kind of realized, oh, it's not that much content. It's just 7 leagues ported over to PoE 2. It's still fun though. I enjoy it. Did he swap to battery build? All I did was put Spark on my existing build, and I still use Arc for single target. Rares and bosses eat Arc. Regular mobs eat Spark. I now use both. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think Doriani should have more Waystones in stock too. And also, it feels like Doriani's Waystones don't scale up to like the stuff that you're on. Ooh, tier 3, delicious. Yeah, so whenever I see one of those big guys, I just switch to Arc. And that gets rid of them real fucking fast. I need to make a swap setup though for Arc and Spark. Make my Spark stronger and then without changing my Arc damage. Yeah, flasks feel kind of weird. Personally, I don't like the flasks. I like them more than PoE 1 because I didn't like the whole piano flask concept, but like the flasks for my build are so trash. Do I have freeze? 80. Okay. Oh. Yeah, like I'm never gonna say that like, oh, piano flask was cool. I didn't like the concept of piano flasking. $235 Widow Hail. Oh. And a pretty decent belt. 156, 92 mana.
Time is of the essence.
Where can I find your build? Yeah, exclamation point PoE build. I would use exclamation point build were it not for the fact that that is kind of shared by my Lost Ark build command. Saddies. And that one must take priority. Huh. I can just straight up sell a Widow Hail base for a lot. Because Jungron's build is like giga broken. There's got to be a lot of people that are playing it. Let me see. Widow Hail. No, Widow Hails are like nothing. These cost like nothing. 300% corrupted is 50 divines. Oh, it's got to be. Oh, it has to be 250. Monka. Wait, do I socket it first and then val it, or do I just val it right away? Socket first, then val. Wait, does quality even matter on this bow because of its ridiculously low physical damage? Doesn't seem like any of these people are qualling. Okay, so just socket, no qual matter. Right. Okay. Do I still want to socket it though? Like, what are they sticking in this bow's sockets? Okay. Uno, dos, tres. It 3-socketed, but it did not get more bonuses. Saddies. I don't think that's actually worth anything. It needs more, Is it? What can they even throw in a socket that does anything useful? Oh, speed? Uh, Fark Spider, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Gotta give this up from Fark. Should I say thank you? What the fuck do I search? Remove the... Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Wow, there's so many. And they're really not worth much. Maybe I can get like a few exalts for it. Maybe I can get like 2 exalts for it. Two. How do you even use these low stat orange items? Basically, the low stat orange items have to have a modifier or an effect that's so game changing that you're willing to tank the losses on defenses or offenses or whatever that may be. Not all of those orange items are meant to be used at late game. Some are just meant to be used for the whole leveling experience, and that's it. Can you do like an axe roll guide for your build? I'm too stupid for that. Well, actually, I probably could, but I thought most people use mobilytics for sharing builds. Oh yeah, they're two separate things. I always wonder if like it's a problem if like the Max Roll sponsored streamers use mobilytics or something. Like if there's a conflict of interest there, or if they just don't really care. But using Spark now, I'm using Spark for clear, and I'm using Arc for anything that requires single target. So tanky rares and bosses. And my gem setup is still actually oriented towards Arc. One for clear, one for single target. Use both. Literally, anytime I get to a boss or see like a rare enemy, I just arc that shit and it kills it insta. Instead of sitting there with Spark chipping away at it. Yeah, the only way to circumvent the mana issues of Archmage is percent mana on kill. Are these proximal? I guess they are. Crazy Sorceress Hammer on the Gods build the other day. I think that's a Chrono build. What support gems are you using for Spark? Pierce Mobility Acceleration. Ah, I remembered now.
Didn't break a sweat.
If your cast speed is low enough, it should feel very seamless switching between Spark and Arc, depending on what you're doing. Like boom, 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 boom. They're very easy to switch between. Does it work really good without the pieces that give ES survivability wise? No. Actually, you're super squishy. You basically only have 5k health and that's and nothing else to protect you. But you do a lot of fucking damage. It's a glass cannon build that's just meant for softcore. What? Yay, someone's willing to buy my failure. How do you highlight your gear like that? Yeah, it's a filter. Someone else wanted to buy my failure. I should have listed my failure for 3. Oh well.
Return to your grave.
See, rather than trying to kill it with spark like that, just 1-2 arc, boom, dead. And kind of just best of both worlds to use both. You got the spell slots, you might as well do it. I'm not too prideful to stick to one ability. What skills do you just use at really low levels? You can just use arc and if you really want to. It won't clear as fast. I mean, spark is also fine. You don't really have a lot of survivability at low levels, so it's important being able to kill like 2 or 3 enemies at a time so that you could whittle them down before they overwhelm you and you can't pot the difference. So personally, I enjoy just using arc throughout the entire leveling experience, and you just kill a few enemies at a time, but like it's very safe.
Sam, take you.
Where am I going? What the fuck?
I need more time.
You can use this website to update your build. Mobilytics. Okay, I need to... Do I have to make an account? Go to the build planner. Build planner. Ah, okay. Thonk. I'll get around to it eventually. Not that big of a deal. What necklace enchant do you have? The most convenient one to run is conservative casting. That's really cheap to anoint. The best one is lightning rod, but if you want lightning rod, you are looking to spend a whopping $350, 80, 430 exalts if you want to anoint lightning rod. That would be Biss, because that basically gives you the ability to pseudo crit without critting with lightning skills. But the problem is if you anoint that onto a necklace, you're basically hard committing to that necklace, because if you change your necklace, the anoint does not come with you.
Yes.
It's a little scary to commit to that. Conservative casting is cheap, so it's kind of nice. It's not hard to get conservative. Can you remove an anoint from a necklace? You could add a new one to override it, but you're not going to get the stuff back. At this point, a +3 spell levels necklace is not that expensive. But if you're using Everlasting Gaze, then I don't think there's any problem there. You just slap it on Everlasting Gaze. No issue there. It's 2:30 and Stoops isn't live yet. I should check up on him to see if he's okay. Yeah, I don't like those big guys blowing up. But he went to the doctor clinic earlier to get his blood drawn. I remember when you used to get your blood drawn at school back in the day, and then they would have like a food. They would have food set up. Like you'd be able to get like you'd get free bagels and stuff. That's kind of nice. Did you finish the max roll guide? No, I kind of put it off a little bit. I'll go at it and see, I still love Arc. It's still my main skill. Just not while I'm killing little shitters. Oh yeah, something going through school, bro. I just can't tell, bro. This is the worst part of the game to me. The fact that I just cannot tell for the life of me if something's gonna blow up after it dies. And then like the moment I let my guard down, something will blow up when it dies. The moment I let my guard down, I'm telling you. I know. The problem is I don't know how to read. I think I'm retarded. I don't know how to read. I can't read the mods. Aren't we all? No, just me. I'm the only one. I can't even read the ingredients on the back of a shampoo bottle. Have you guys had any... Hey, this seems kind of decent, almost. Lightning damage, attack damage? That doesn't seem like the worst jewel I've ever seen. That's sort of decent. It's okay. Deanna, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Does anyone in chat, like, need a gem like this? I haven't posted it yet. It's a lightning physical gem. Me? Okay, Medanora. Since first come first serve. You said me, so come here and come get your jewel. I don't need it. You take it. Just invite me to a party and come to my hideout.
No mana.
Medanora, today, I'm an old man. I might die from old age any second now. I'm about to croak. The youth of today have no respect for their elders. Enjoy. Do you have the +1 orb on your Orb of Storm? The who? What? Can you watch this real fast? Bro, there's no fucking way that you made an item filter with Stoops' voice.
What's up, you guys? Now watch me as I put this entire egg in my mouth. Are you ready? Oh.
What the fuck?
Yo, that's an easy steal, dude. I'm taking that for sure.
Bro!
Full speed. This could forge full speed. Full speed. Full speed. Full speed.
Yo, this is crazy.
Every gate. Every gate.
Now watch me as I put this entire egg in my mouth. Are you ready? Oh.
Dude, what a fucking crazy item filter. Dude, you have to show this to Stoops. What a crazy filter. Yeah, you should post that. I bet a lot of people in our community would use that. Especially Tofu. Oh, build planner. Wait, so if I post the build planner, can I edit it whenever I want? Let's see. I think it's currently bugged though to just be increased recovery rate. Ooh. If it's bugged, then that's kind of problematic. Pretty much you just... I don't have a very strong spark, but it's strong enough to clear enemies. Whenever I see a yellow enemy or a boss, that's when I switch to arc. And we have a lot of cast speed, so it's very seamless. You see yellow enemy, you hit it with arc instead of spark. Otherwise, arc will handle all the clear for you. It'll get through all the nooks and crannies. Like using arc here is kind of difficult because the pillars block LOS. And if arc doesn't latch onto a target right away, then it'll just entirely miss. So this is just good for not aiming during maps like this. It's very good, so you don't have to think about aiming. It'll find its way to the enemies. So there's an enemy, just arc it instead. Spark will take too long to kill it. Arc will handle the tanky boys. Spark the small ones, arc the big ones. What are your priorities for gear on this? Spell levels. Spell levels and percent mana on kill. And then like that's a weak ass spark because this build is mainly for single target.
What foul
So when we ever get like a boss like this, we can just put the ball down. 1, 2, and then 3 hits and it's dead.
Go now.
Arc does very, very high damage if you scale it up enough. So you don't need like a super strong spark. Spark is just for the trash mobs. Arc is like the main killer. This is T15 map, yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't had any luck with dropping T16s. I can... I mean, obviously, like, defenses are really important because, you know, we don't really have much for defense. Among the many builds out there, this one is definitely a very squishy one compared to Everlasting Gaze. It just does a shit ton of damage. So, like, you should expect to die more with this build compared to Everlasting Gaze. It's just good at killing things pretty quickly. Any luck with Citadels? No. No, there are tier 16s. The tier 16 is in, but you can't combine up to it. That's the problem. You actually have to like just drop it, pretty much. Oh, it's from Valing? Oh, didn't know that. How many map boss difficulty nodes do you have on the Atlas? Not enough.
Speak.
I haven't dropped any in a while, so I'm only up to here. Decay. 72% more monster life, extra fire. They get energy shield. How to get this hideout? Bro, this is the hideout from the $480 Founders Pack. Ain't no way. It's a very nice hideout, though. For what it's worth. For this build, the most important thing is getting strong enough where your spark can kill mobs like this while using mobility. Because mobility nerfs the damage of the skill by 20%. But like without mobility, it feels awful to use spark, I'm not gonna lie. This is like the only thing that keeps me sane is having mobility gemmed on it. Yeah, those chaos barrages, I'm pretty sure do infinite damn. I'll come back to that later. Because your mana is your life as well, you can kind of play a little haphazardly unless you see something that's actually really dangerous. Because even if you take damage, you're going to recover it back immediately on the kill. Like right now, I have 6% mana on kill. So every time something dies, I get back 6% of my mana. And my mana is my life. It's not very useful while bossing because you can't really kill shit while bossing, but while mapping, it's like, it's your lifeline. It's your main lifeline. I also gotta stress that instant flasks are really nice because sometimes you just die too fast to use anything other than instant. That's why I think 60% increased charges is super important for your flasks, so that you get 12 uses of it in a bind. The flasks, unfortunately, are really weak if you use instant, and you just have so much mana. So So like the only way for your is to just increase the amount of times that you can spam use it. I have no armor and no evasion. If you have items that are fortunate enough to give you armor, then that's great, but I have not been so fortunate.
I need more time.
Do you have duration on Spark? No, at the moment, no. I have a lightning pen on it because my curse range is not that far. So it's mainly to give it pen on the enemies that it hits, that it tags from far away.
Not yet.
For these towers, I always use shit maps because these towers suck balls for loot anyways. Did you kill Pinnacle? I can't even find the fucking Pinnacle. All I do is beat the shit out of Sanctum boss and that's it because he's the only one that I know how to find. Sanctum's piss easy with this build, all 4 floors of it. It's almost effortless how easy Sanctum is. I actually need to go back to Sanctum and farm Temporalis, or practice for Temporalis. But for that, I need to farm some more relics, or some hit list related relics. My relics aren't very good for hit lists at the moment. They're just good for regular clear.
I can't do that yet.
I do want to get a weapon swap set up for Spark, but that's like a work in progress still. Scuffed combo. Lightning conduit. Yeah, lightning conduit is a sick skill. It's Giga Burst.
I'm here with Dr. Mike Israetel.
Ignore that. That was one of Will's videos. my bad. Oh, right. That boss map has corruption. If you use a T15 on and kill the boss, you should get 2 more Atlas boss points. Oh? How do you know that? Mute? I'm not mute. Ritual altars. I guess ritual. Ritual's fine. Corruption gives +1 area. Oh shit, then maybe I should wait, can I irradiate a corrupted area? Maybe? For +2? Oops. Assuming if I one-shot mobs in T12, I can kill mobs in T15. Great question. I don't know. Oh, nice. It irradiated. Very good. I use a T16 on it. I don't have. I dropped this staff and I wonder if it's good with your build. No. I mean, you can use it as a temporary, like while leveling, but like the main thing with arc damage is it needs spell levels. The spell levels scale extremely hard on it. From 26 to 29, unironically, increases the skill's base damage by 50%. Not 50% increased damage or 50% more damage. Its base damage goes up by 50. So the spell levels are actually super important on it. Everything else multiplies that base damage afterwards. So you want to get like as much spell levels as you can into the late game, but that's fine for leveling that stuff.
Didn't break a sweat.
Where are the damn stairs? They're right here. You can put clarity in your Archmage gem skill socket. I cannot because I am already spirit capped. And adding clarity requires an extra reservoir of 10. Can I run Archmage Blasphemy 2 curses? You cannot. Every curse that you slot into Blasphemy requires 60 more spirit in reserve. What you could do is you could run one curse on it and amplify the curse, because that costs a lot of spirit. Oh, if you get Blasphemy to 20% quality? Oh, maybe. Perhaps. It might actually be 54 per, so you might actually be able to dual slot curses provided you have the node for 2 curses. I have not experimented with that, so I don't actually know. Monster level 81. Corrupted irradiation. That's actually pretty dangerous, isn't it? These things will be pretty hard hitting. I shouldn't underestimate these enemies, I guess. Oh, that looked like volatile crystals to me. Just keep moving. Wow, I'm scared of things blowing up.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Blasphemy is a witch curse. You have to scroll down the list to the witch stuff. Hello. Nice. Gimme. Very cool. Thank you for the advice. So that's how you get those books. I was curious about that. Clearly, I've learned some important information. Do you need a witch weapon to use blasphemy? Probably. I use a wand anyways, so that might be why. I don't use a staff because staff cannot get Oh my god, that was scary. Good thing electrocute was there. Yeah, I use a wand anyways because staff can't get ES, which is a little problematic. You put level 15 corrupted? I don't know what that means. Oh, are you telling them? Ooh, Amy. Blasphemy is just nice, but just keep in mind something about Blasphemy. Without Curse Area, the range of it is pathetically low. Like, you actually need some Curse Area for it to work. Essence. Wait, is Essence better or Shrine better? Strongbox sounds like shit. Now you need to beat a level 82 one. I want greater essences is the thing. Shrine loot just feels kind of meh. If you want to fun and run fast. Blasphemy should work with wand. I use wand. If it doesn't say it can be activated, try chucking a conductivity gem in it first, and then see if it works. Because sometimes the meta gems are kind of wonky, unless you actually put the right gem in its sockets. You just try throwing conductivity in the socket, and then see if you can activate it. Maya.
Go on.
Physical damage. Fuck that. Okay, chat. I'm gonna take a moment to check up on Stoops, make sure he's doing okay. The guy got his blood drawn today, so Give me a sec, and then I'll answer your questions. All right? I'm gonna go in little AFK mode. You know I'm AFK if I'm upside down like this. All right. I was about to open an energy drink, and then I realized it's almost 4 p.m. Am I tripping, or there isn't a single recover mana on kill jewel in the market? You probably have the wrong mana recover on kill thing in the search field. There's 2 of them. He says never played this type of game before. What are good tips in the beginning? The very beginning of the game. What's a good beginner tip, chat? Oh yeah, every time you level up, check the vendors to see, or the NPCs in town to see if they have new good shit to buy. The vendors sometimes have really great loot in them. And it refreshes every time you level up. You have all the ascendancy points? Yeah, I do. Don't die. Hold up now. That's a bit questionable. In every act, is it different loot from the vendors? Oh yeah, every vendor has its own loot, but I do think that each act has its own like level cap of loot that it can provide. Sometimes you can check merchants from more than one different act to see their different stocks. Yeah, always be careful when looting a corpse because this game likes to blow the fuck up enemies up when sometimes when they die, which has led to many a death. I heard you like burning ground. What? There are a lot of sorts that use Spark with Firewall, but honestly, I can't be arsed to actually cast Firewall. Feels like it would just take up too much animation time to cast that. You skip those burning ground maps? No, I don't go to them. They don't do that much damage. Burning ground. Are you res capped, Tofu? Which build should I do? I actually strongly recommend considering Mercenary as your first job, because melee is pretty tough in this game, and Mercenary is extremely modern and plays very well with the WASD controls. You might like it a lot. Melee classes are definitely harder in this game, so you know, just take that with a grain of salt. What's your bossing move? That little stun taser. Well, actually, it's more like a Tesla cannon. Zip, 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 like a fucking bee. Zip. Monk damage seems really nutty on single target. From what I've seen so far. Very stylish too.
Die forgotten. A rare treasure.
Okay, I'm getting really tired of these Mire maps. Mire can honestly fuck off. This map is so ass. All the maps are ass? I don't hate all of them. I just especially hate this one because like it feels like it should be so open because of the way that it looks, but it's so constrained. It's ultra narrow. Augury is also trash. That's another stupid fucking one where you have to pull the levers. I need to keep track of the ones that I like. I like the medium-sized tunnels that are like kind of angular. Those ones are pretty nice. Can I show my jewels? Yeah, no problem. Give me a sec. This one is Spell Dam, Cast Speed, Curse Duration, Area of Curses. Curse Duration isn't doing anything here. This one is cold damage, mana recovery, magnitude of shock, and energy shield as additional stun threshold. The first and the fourth line on this one are doing nothing. My third gem is Spell Dam, Cast Speed, mana recovery, and magnitude of shock. All four lines are good here. And my fourth gem is Spell Dam, Cast Speed, energy shield, recharge rate, and mana on kill. The third line's useless here. I'm looking to potentially upgrade into Against the Darkness, maybe a Radius Jewel, but I'm not sure yet. Actually, quite a few of the Radius Jewels would be an upgrade. Just a Time Lost Sapphire would be an upgrade if I can get the right modifiers on it. I'm trying to check the market occasionally for those because those are more powerful than regular Sapphires, or have the potential to be more powerful. What act did I enjoy the most? The first act. The first act had the best boss by far. The second and third act bosses were really forgettable.
Victory is mine.
Katsu, thank you for the 13 months.
Glop.
If you actually get the PoE lore book, it actually spoils a bunch of stuff from Act 4 and 4 to 6. A bunch of the enemy designs and boss designs for future acts. That's pretty cool. I didn't get my lore book yet, but I saw Stoops' lore book. Ritual? There's a ritual map? Omen of refreshment. Mmm, refreshing. How come yours didn't arrive? I think mine got lost in the mail, to be honest with you. Or I suspect mine got lost in the mail. My sparks support? Yeah. Mobility, acceleration, lightning pen. I am so lost. Huh. Oh god, I just walked into them.
Didn't break a sweat.
Where are these so-called ritual altars? Bonk. Omen of refreshment. Oh, nice. You're doing better damage now. I'm glad to hear it. Just like pay attention to the nodes, because like not all the nodes are things you want to take early on. Some of them are stuff you want to take later on because they might inhibit you more than help you at certain stages of the game. Just depends. There's a very real order to which you should take things, if that makes sense. Wow, this mire sucks. How much chaos res do you have? Just 51. I need to fix that still. I was actually surprised that volatile crystal didn't kill me, to be honest. That's still something that I'm trying to fix, but I really want to fix it with Against the Darkness. Because it would just be infinitely more convenient if I could do that.
Die forgotten. There is power in this object. I can see it.
Does percent pen still work if the enemy has 0 res? Nope. Percent penetration can only go to 0%. So if you're already reducing it to 0 through exposure and a curse, then penetration as a stat does nothing. So it's bad to overstack pen. There's no like magic number as to like what the right amount of pen is, but you don't want to go all in on pen because it could be a useless stat. Especially while leveling up, you don't want to run pen because I don't think enemies really have much resistances during the axe. Do you have any supports in your blink? Just ingenuity for CDR. What's changing about resistances? I think tomorrow we're not getting our resistances reduced by axe anymore, so everyone might end up over res. This ain't Dofus. I know. I know. I'm aware. What level are you guys in Dofus right now? How far behind am I at this point?
Time is of the essence.
Grinding Crimson Dofus? Damn, I'm like 30 levels behind. Getting a little ahead of myself. This map is nice. What the fuck? It will reduce by 20% at the start of the map instead of... Wait, what? So wait, are we still losing resistances? Ow. Ow. Will the thing blow up? Nobody knows. It's a fucking mystery. I'm 90, but I guess I'm about to be 91. The last like 2 times I played this game, I wasn't really focused on leveling, but I should try to get a couple more levels, I guess. And finalize my tree a little bit better, because my tree, I'm sure, is unoptimized. I'm certain of it. Maybe get to like 92 or 93. You swap to Spark? Not quite. I'm actually still Arc main, but for general mobbing, I have Spark. But I've got this super powered Arc whenever I find a tough rare and when bossing. I've got a few million DPS for bossing with that, because I think Spark would just take too long to kill shit. And whenever I just see rares, I just arc them. But there's no harm in taking both in your kit, right? Best of both worlds. The 4th gem slot, that's a greater jeweler's orb. Spark is very good in maps like this. Great corridors. See a rare, just blast it with arc. I should go this way. There's more mobs this way.
A rare treasure.
Did you value arc gem? Nope. Too scared to do it, because what happens if it goes down, Monka?
Speak.
PJs right now is so expensive that it goes down. I would just be so sad.
Time is of the essence.
Not to mention, well, I mean, honestly, every level is big, but it would need to get to like 33 to see another giant increase.
Yes.
Yeah, towers suck. It's just a waste of a map. Chat, does anyone need maps? I'm like fucking overloaded on maps again. Hello? Does anyone want any of this shit? Or does anyone need any of this shit? I need 9s. Got you. 9s and 10s. 9s, 10s, 5s. 9s, 10s, 5s. Oh, sweet. A little sail. A little saily sail. Tier X and search bar? Oh. Tier 9. Ah, you're a genius. You know that? I want you to know that. You're a fucking genius. Guild stash. I'm putting 9s in first. Open access. Wait, there's some 9s in here already. Just take from there. Some 5s down here. Tier 10. Oh ho ho. Threes? Got you. Tier 3. Any spare precursors? 15s? I can drop a couple 15s in here. But I mainly I need the 15s too. But I'll put like 3 in the guild stash. That should help a little bit. Well, I'll put 2 in there because the rest are rares that I'm trying to keep. I'm not in a guild. You can join it. That's fine. Everyone's welcome to join. 3s. I need 5s. I need 10s. There's 10s in there. 5s. There's a couple 5s in there. Okay. I could use a lot of 4, 5, 6s. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Tier 6. Tier 4. I think I gave out all my 4s earlier. But I put a bunch of 6s in there. You have a guild? Uh-huh. I'm not in a guild. It's okay. Oh.
Still alive, exile.
Which way am I going? Aren't you a bit glass cannon? A little bit. But it's okay, because I do a lot of damage. As long as they die before I die, that's good enough for me. Consider that I'm mind over matter, so my MP pool will keep me alive as long as there's something to kill. Oi! No! 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 Fuck. CI isn't gonna make me stronger though. It's just gonna make me immune to poison, the chaos damage. Hey Kay, how you doing? I don't really have anything specific for me to chuck points into right now, so I'll just allocate it into the end for the time being. Let's just not think about it. Thinking about it will just make me nervous. I'll optimize it later. What's the max level? 100. But it seems like these last levels are quite exponential. That being said, I haven't really tried leveling, but... What are you 18 strength short for? Oh, my offhand shield, but I have levels allocated for it so that I could use it. It's not a big deal. Lost Towers. Let's not use something good on that. Tower maps are ass. No, I don't hate it because of the frozen auras. I hate it because like there's just no loot on these maps. Or there's just no mob density.
A rare treasure.
How many eggs do you get per map? One, sometimes two. Sometimes a little bit more, but they're not like omega common. I have like no item find. Is that the only skill you're using? Nope. This is my mobbing skill. I have a bossing skill too. But it's overkill for small creeps like this. Do you like item rarity? I like the concept behind it, but then I see how like Empyrean's group uses it and I'm like, oh. The scale between using it is like a nice to have novelty versus like full on abusing the shit out of it. I don't think what they're doing is bad, but like it's pretty crazy how hard you can like it's pretty insane how much stuff you can get by stacking it and then like doing a group setup. Pretty much just infinite currency and drops. It's cool though. I like seeing what they do with it.
Time is of the essence.
It's pretty much just like breaking the game essentially. No problem, Snacker. Will Saint ever find a boss? No, he won't. I don't hate what they do. I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, that's not really like within the realm of like what a normal person could really do or would do rather. I mean, there's nothing that really stops you from doing the same thing as them, but nonetheless, that's pretty fascinating. I like seeing it personally. It just seems like it's in a different universe when you see it. Effervescent. See, I'm spark until I get to one of these bosses. Oh, wait, no, this isn't the boss yet. It's somewhere. I'll find it eventually. Whoa. Eventually never, I guess. I'm lost. Oh yeah, I guess at the most, I bet you, I'm willing to bet you that they inspire a lot of people to do the same thing, especially currency farmers and RMTers. I'd bet my top dollar that a lot of people that like sell currency do the same thing. This build is quite sleeper mode. Fuck yeah, bro. If I'm gonna be going around maps forever, I want the minimal amount of thinking involved. Volatile, crag, all damage, shocks, chaos resistant. Just arc it. If it looks remotely strong, just shoot arc. Easy. Are you done blowing up? Can I go in?
A rare treasure.
Okay, here's the boss. PvE2 hotfix after a week of release has more changes in the D4 expansion. Absolutely W move. I haven't followed Diablo in forever. I actually just have no idea what's going on with that game these days.
Go.
What is it?
Oaksworn. Chaos Res. That's kind of cool. Plus 50 spirit as well. It's kind of a neat shield.
Time is of the essence.
I have this shield already? Oh. I guess I'll just chuck it in the guild bank in case anyone wants it. It's PoE build, not exclamation point build. I couldn't make it exclamation point build, saddies. Can you show your passive tree a sec, please? Oh, it's an exclamation point PoE build. The whole thing that I use. Check it there. Easier that way. Fortunately, I have inspiration on arc, so if I do need to use arc, it really doesn't cost a lot of. It costs such a small amount of mana. Inspiration works pretty well on it. Immune to physical, immune to physical. Fuck.
Risky choice.
Is there any other one? Whatever. Yeah, you just use arc with bosses? Correct. Arc with bosses and strong rares. Spark with everything else. Arc is basically just too much overkill for trash mobs. So there's no point to using arc on them. They're just way too fragile. There's no... Did you use spark? For the cowgirl! That's true too, Jin. For real, for real. Did you change anything to run spark? No, not really. However, keep in mind that compared to the video, my gems on Arc have changed. It's Arcane Tempo and Inspiration. Basically, I did not know the math correctly for damage calc, and I thought that more damage canceled out less damage. It doesn't. So Noogie helped me realize that chains is always a damage loss no matter what. So I just took off chains, and since we're not using this for mobbing anymore, we just take Spark. And at this like kind of power, Spark will handle everything just fine, even with just 3 links. More than good enough. Could probably get it a little bit stronger if I 4-link it, but I don't really want to. I don't actually know how Sigil of Power works still. I should figure out how that works to see if it would actually be a good fit for my build or not. You can do WASD movement if you want. I don't use WASD movement because I play another game. I main another game called Lost Ark, and that game uses mouse movement, so I try not to overlap them. Otherwise, it'll fuck me up when I'm switching between the games. That was scary. What the fuck? Someday, one of these boots that I'm going to pick up is going to have 30% move speed. And when it happens, they'll be glorious.
I can't do that yet.
So like goes in here. This is not a spark boss. That's an arc boss.
I'm carrying enough already.
She has a 1680 today. Oh shit! You get your last row on your arc passive.
Yes.
Congrats.
Indeed.
Good for you, brother man. Brother man. Whoops. Uh-oh. Tier 15. PoE also have resets? Uh-huh. Have you taken a look on custom hideouts? No. All I've seen is near 2B's ass. That's the only hideout I've seen. Very good. What's your current cast speed on Arc? 0.45 seconds. I'd like to actually get it lower. Or I need to get it lower. The thing is with Mana Tempest is it calculates everything per second. So if you cast fast enough, you can actually like get a fuck ton of cast in Mana Tempest before it destroys your mana. So cast speed is just so fucking important on this build. Here's like an example. If I use Mana Tempest, right? I could use Arc once, twice, and goodbye to all my mana, right? So if you cast really slow, all your mana is going to go away. But if you have a fuck ton of cast speed, you can actually get like a lot of casts off before it actually can calculate the mana reduction on Mana Tempest. And then you spam instant restoration flasks to go with it. Your arc's at 0.24. Damn, you got way better cast speed than me. I want more cast speed. That sounds great. I gotta get my cast speed up. Or down. It's actually very important to get raw increased cast speed on Stormweaver because Arcane Surge is more cast speed, so it multiplies your increased cast speed. So the more increased cast speed you have, the better. It just hard scales with Arcane Surge. What about percent crit rate? 0%. This is a non-crit build. If you want to crit, then you gotta cough up 450 exalts for a lightning rod. And that's like fake crit, but still like pseudo crit. I'm almost surprised. Hey, there you are.
Was at the doctor's like all day today.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to check up on you, but you weren't here, so I was like, oh fuck, he's still at the clinic.